Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here on DanishAviation. And as you maybe can tell, this is a new camera and a new microphone that I have today. So this is a completely new thing that I just got, and now I will use it for my other videos that I will make on this channel, and therefore I will record many other videos from the airport, of course from Copenhagen airport, and maybe later from other airports around the world when I travel. And as you can see in front of you right now, we have the Airbus A380 Emirates from Gemini Jets. And this model is, I think it's quite old now. I got it 4 years ago. I'm not completely sure about that, but we will start with the mold quite fast here. And the Airbus A380 from Gemini Jets has been discussed a lot, mostly because of the mold. And the mold here, it's really bad, I would say. It's not because it's horrible, but it could really be better. I mean, come on, Gemini, you are the main giant in this die-cast world of aircraft, and yeah, it's completely wrong. And you can already tell by the nose shape that that's the reason why it's bad. The nose shape is really bad. I really wish that Gemini would change the nose shape of this aircraft, because it could be better, and overall the aircraft could be better. But the mold, wrong nose shape, is too pointy. Otherwise the tails, the shape of the mold is actually quite good. But, and here's the big but, Gemini really doesn't care about the detailing on this aircraft. And as you maybe can tell, it doesn't have any aerials or Wi-Fi domes. And I'm sorry, but that's really bad for Gemini to don't include that on a, what it was, $48 I bought it for, and yeah, that's almost a joke. I would say it's comparable to maybe one of those cheap aircraft you can buy from China, from Wish, where they have, I don't know, but it's, come on, Gemini, that's really bad. But overall the mold gets a 4 out of 10. Then we of course go to the livery. The livery, can't see no problems with that. No overlapping with the painting, nothing wrong here, and that's all. That's actually quite good from Gemini, but I suppose they are really good with the painting. So yeah, and the colors are really great, correct. So 10 out of 10 for the livery. Now we will go to the wings. At first sight, the wings are almost a joke. They are too thick, and the overall shape, what do you call it? The overall shape of the wing is not good. As I said, the wings are too thick, and the wings they don't bend downwards, just like the Phoenix model. That's the one thing I really like about the Phoenix model, is the wings. They point downwards because of course the weight of the engines, and this really looks like on the Gemini that the aircraft is flying, or maybe taking off, but right now it's standing still, as you can see, and that's that's the main problem I have with the wings. So also with the winglets, they are way too big. not just too big, but they are also way too thick. And the one winglet on the right that I will show you, it's really not bad, but it's bended, and overall the quality it's not on top here, and that's why the wings get a 5 out of 10. So now we will go to the engines, and the engines are surprisingly good compared to rest of the model. The engines, the mold themselves of the engines are really good. They are fitted quite well up to the pylons, to the wings. Surprisingly, because many other models that I have, they can easily wiggle and break off if you aren't too careful. And this one is actually quite sturdy. So, wow, that's quite good. But the one thing I really don't like about the engines is that they're gray inside, and gray is not a realistic color to the fan blades and just the inside of the engines. They should be a more dark gray or just completely black, but it just looks cheap that way and doesn't look realistic. So the engines get a 7 out of 10. So the landing gear. The landing gear on this model is surprisingly bad, just like almost everything on this model. It's loose. The main gear is very loose. The front gear actually is quite solid, and it rolls. The front gear only, and the main gears, they are really loose, and none of them roll. So that's really bad about the landing gear, that they don't roll. They're quite loose. I've lost one of the tires, I think, but I got it back. And yeah, but the one thing that's quite good, that's the front gear. It rolls very easily and it fits very good, and there are no tire lumps, which is actually quite good. So I don't like the landing gear. It's too loose. That's why it gets a 5 out of 10. So now we go to the conclusion. This is not a great model, but it's neither a, what you call it, a bad one. I mean, you can get it, but the only reason why you should get it is because it's an Emirates a380. Phoenix doesn't make it, and JC Wings doesn't make it. So yeah, the only reason why you should get this Gemini Jets a380 model is because of Gemini Jets, and that they are licensed to with Emirates to make their aircrafts, and yeah, that's the only reason why I can really see why you should get that. I have been thinking about getting the Expo liveries, mainly the orange and blue one. I think they look quite good, but after seeing this model, I wouldn't get it. But this model overall gets a 31 out of 50, which is the worst scoring that all of my models have got with the scoring system. I know it's not many models I have reviewed with this scoring system, but still, I still think it's the worst model that I have in my collection. Number 2 is the Korean Air Cargo 747-8F that you can check out later. But this Emirates A380, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe just because you want an Emirates, but yeah, it's that bad. I mean, this video is not a rant about Gemini, but I mean, Gemini is supposed to be the leading company, for die-cast aircrafts, and by looking at this model and reviewing this, they are not. They are on the opposite side. The mold is bad, the detailing is bad, the quality is okay, but still I have one winglet that is bent, and the main gear is loose, and that's why I don't want to spend any more money on Gemini Jets. I only have this Gemini Jets model, but they have convinced me that I don't want any, I don't want any other Gemini Jets model. I mean, look at the A320 model that they have. It's a joke. Just a normal CEO, the current engine option of the Airbus A320. It looks like it is the Neo model, which is, it's hilarious to look at, but yeah, it's just wrong. And Gemini, please fix it. It's horrible. And that's why I mostly buy now NG models, and will get maybe a Panda model sooner or later, and also maybe an Aviation 400 model. I've never said anything about Panda models, or I've never said anything about the Aviation 400 before. They are I think it's a new company maybe, but they make a really good model for the A350, which I might get sooner or later. But yeah, that's it. This video was not a rant about Gemini, but mostly about this model, and also about Gemini. But come on, Gemini, please do a better job. And yeah, I hope you liked this video, guys, and I hope to make more videos very soon with my 2 new models that I will get. And yeah, that's it for me from DanishAviation, and I will see you guys sooner or later. Have a good flight.